Skull Island, Rise of Kong is ugly and full of bugs, but the real trouble is that, at its core, it's just boring. It makes no meaningful attempts to do anything new or clever, with mindless combat and pointless platforming that make it feel like a worse version of every action game from the last 20 years. This isn't the kind of bad game you can play to laugh at, or that took some cool swings but missed them, or that creates weird combinations of technical snafus that lead to unexpected but entertaining results. It doesn't even irate enough to be called frustrating. Rise of Kong is fundamentally disinterested in itself, a giant ape game that doesn't even care enough about what it's doing to make the ape feel giant.
It's better if you're funny. Now there have been some guys who are not funny, but funny's better.
After losing $60 on Steam with the overrated garbage called Baldur's Gate 3, I was already losing hope in the gaming industry and humanity as well, until Skull Island, Rise of Kong came and showed me there are still creative people out there. This game is amazing, certainly one of the best I've ever played. Don't trust anyone who say otherwise.
100%?
Yes.
Big Monkey.
This pile of sheet makes Golem looks like the game of the year.
Truly a next-gen game.
Truly, an epitome of high-end gaming. A $40 masterpiece like no other. We've peaked. What this game has achieved should be in the perfect example books on how not to make a game. What a disaster and should not be legal. Do yourself a favor and do not buy this. For the price tag. There are thousands of games that are more reasonably priced with campaigns that are actually worth spending your time on and playing through. This isn't.
Kids, don't be afraid to say no.
Worst Game of the Year 2023 winner.
Uma Grandmother.
The main side effects of playing this game are joy and laughter. Two things sorely missing from so many games in today's age. Also, no microtransactions.
Now have you ever had any experience with being funny?
Jesus, PS1 has much better games than this. I got my money back on Steam, thank God.
This is the best game I ever played. I wish Elden Ring was as good as this game.
People should stop making joke reviews. Giving this game a 10 should be not allowed, even if it isn't for real. Not everyone will read your comment and not everyone will understand it is sarcasm.
I've known you for a week and you haven't made me laugh once.
Wow, just wow. I made the right choice. I didn't even know what this game was until I went to pick up Sonic Superstars. When I saw the gameplay for Skull Island, I cancelled all pre-orders of Sonic, Mario, and Spider-Man. I can tell you right now that this was the best choice I made. The game is fantastic. Controls are perfect, story is heart-wrenching and beautiful, and the graphics are ahead of their time. Please do the same and cancel your pre-orders and give your hard-earned money to people who actually put effort into their games, aka the creators of Skull Island, Rise of Kong.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs.
This is an absolute masterpiece. There's been a while since I was impressed with a video game. The graphics are like no other. I had to look outside to realize that this game wasn't real life. The gameplay is one of the best I have ever seen. I caught myself jumping around my house because of the immersion. Beethoven would be jealous of the soundtrack. I thought that Tarantino was behind the narrative. I had to check twice. Thank you developers for being the light at the end of the tunnel. You deserve everything.
Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill.
The box art is a lie. The game is bad.
Leave Monkey alone.
Game of the Year 2023 graphics, 10 out of 10 story, 10 out of 10 Monkey, 1 out of 1.
Drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
This was one of the most painful and worst game I have ever played in 2023. The game fails to deliver in all fronts, be it graphics, story, gameplay, combat, cutscenes, you know what I mean, skill points, everything. This game was a made as quick shovelware crap made in modern times. I got nothing positive about this other than please do not buy this. It's not worth it and they overpriced it for what they offer in return.
When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be.
Reminding me of my childhood on the N64. I'll give this game 11 out of 10 score. One more score.
Stop it. Get some help.
Where do I start with this one? It's $40. It's a game that not even a beginner indie dev would be able to make on their first try. The graphics are bad. The level design is bad. The gameplay is the jankiest shit I have ever played in recent memory. The cinematics are bad. This makes the Golem game look like it's decent. Unless you want to torture someone, don't play either of these. 2 out of 10, it's a game. There is gameplay and there are a lot of ideas here I can use in my own game to make sure I don't repeat anything that exists here. Researchers from the future are gonna look at this game and be like, yeah, this was 2023 gaming back in the day. Does the publisher and development team have any pride in making this game? Is this an AI-generated game? I swear to God it is not humanly possible to make this. FCK. You could hire me right now, and I'll make something better. Any dude with coding experience could come up with something better. Listen to me, this game does not exist. Less than do not waste your money. Do not buy. Do not consume. Mostly for your health. Review over.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Little are your parents.
Charging £34.99 for this game is one of the most audacious things I've seen in my life. Holy shit, is this bad?
How is this even allowed to be sold?
Ganabi Games more like a I'll be rid of this game from my Steam library.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Product refunded. You know a game is a banger when it's called monkey.exe and has a stock Unity image.
Harambe died for this.
There is a jerking off mechanic in this game. D.
Give your meat a good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot. Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
This game has to be a money laundering scheme. Ain't no way in hell you got the Kong license to make this.
You go to hell.
This game hard crashed my computer 5 times in a row. It crashed on startup, when out tabbing and when changing the resolution. Truly abysmal gameplay. I don't even know what to say. You can probably guess how bad it is by looking at it. Worth trying for 119 minutes. I feel bad for the devs.
Stop it.
Hilariously dismal.
Now, have you ever had any experience with being funny?
This game is the most outlandish insult of a King Kong franchise name. To think that the developers thought to release this game with no beta testers or alpha at all should be a huge indication of not to even bother playing this game. I would rather get jumped by King Kong than play another minute of this game. Refund this game before the Nigerian prince gets you.
First you say no, then you get out of it.
This should not be something you can legally sell. Who gave these devs the licensing for this?
Product refunded. Not even fun playing it as a bit.
I will never be as brave as the people who thought this acceptable enough to release. Jigsaw.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Very good. I like the part where it tells me to use a key on my keyboard that I don't have. 10 out of 10.
Get some help.
Product refunded. It's so bad that it's not even fun to play for the memes.
This is an actual video game, not a SFM meme project that I initially thought it was. Its absurdity rivals a toddler's scribble, making Golem's video game seem like a masterpiece. This catastrophe appears as if a crack-addled con artist designed it, aiming to scam unsuspecting 5-year-olds. A disaster in every pixel.
Bro, why are you calling me? I'm right.
I conned around.
Here we go. Things wrong with the game. Bad combat, bad visuals. Opening the game caused my GPU drivers to crash. Poor level design. Boring boss fights. Things good with the game. Monkey.